What if I told you one bird could smell death from miles away, survive stomach acid, stronger than battery acid, and eat animals so dangerous that almost every other predator avoids them? Most people think vultures are just ugly birds waiting for something to die. But the truth is far more terrifying. These birds have evolved into nature's ultimate cleanup machines, capable of doing things that seem almost impossible. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why even lions sometimes step aside when vultures arrive. Let's begin. 10. They can smell death from incredible distances. Imagine standing in the middle of a massive forest. Somewhere, hidden beneath thick trees, an animal has just died. No human can see it. Most predators can't find it. But a vulture can. Certain species, especially those living in the Americas, possess an extraordinary sense of smell. They can detect gases released during the earliest stages of decomposition, allowing them to locate dead animals hidden beneath dense forests. Scientists have even used vultures to help locate gas leaks because these birds naturally search for chemicals, similar to those released by decaying bodies. It's almost like they have a built-in biological detector. For any animal trying to hide after death, there's almost no escape. 9. Their stomach acid is strong enough to destroy deadly diseases. Here's something even more disturbing. Most animals would become seriously ill after eating a rotten carcass filled with dangerous bacteria. A vulture, it enjoys the meal. Their stomach acid is among the strongest found in the animal kingdom. Its acidity is powerful enough to destroy deadly pathogens, such as anthrax, botulism, salmonella, and many other disease-causing bacteria. Think about that for a moment. The same carcass that could spread a deadly epidemic simply becomes lunch. Without vultures removing infected carcasses, harmful bacteria could spread rapidly across entire ecosystems. Ironically, one of the creepiest birds on Earth is also one of nature's greatest disease fighters. 8. They sometimes wait for animals to die. This behavior feels almost unsettling. Vultures rarely kill healthy animals. Instead, they watch. If an animal is old, injured, or too weak to escape, vultures may quietly gather nearby, sometimes dozens of them. They aren't attacking, they're simply waiting. Imagine being an exhausted animal and slowly noticing dark silhouettes appearing one by one around you. The vultures know something, and they're incredibly patient. Hours, sometimes even days, until nature decides it's time. It's a reminder that in the wild, death is never far away. 7. They can eat meat that would kill almost any predator. A lion usually prefers fresh meat. A wolf does too. Even hyenas avoid carcasses that have become dangerously rotten. But vultures? That's exactly what they're built for. Some carcasses sit under the blazing sun for days. The smell becomes unbearable. The bacteria multiply rapidly. The meat becomes toxic. Yet vultures dive in without hesitation. Their unique digestive system neutralizes many dangerous microbes before they can cause harm. To us, it's horrifying. To a vulture, it's just another meal, and every bite removes another source of disease from the environment. If you think these facts are disturbing, you haven't seen anything yet. The next facts reveal behaviors so strange that many people refuse to believe they're real. Stay until the end, because the number one fact completely changes how you'll see vultures forever. 6. They can fly for hours without flapping their wings. Have you ever wondered how vultures always seem to appear out of nowhere? The answer is hidden in the sky. Instead of constantly flapping, their wings vultures ride rising, columns of warm air called thermals. Once they catch one, they can soar effortlessly for hours. From thousands of feet above the ground, they scan enormous areas in search of food. One vulture spots a carcass. Then another notices it circling. Soon, dozens of vultures are spiraling downward. It looks almost coordinated, but they're simply following each other. To an animal on the ground, the sky can suddenly fill with dark silhouettes, and that's never a good sign. 5. Bald heads aren't ugly. They're brilliant. Most people think vultures have bald heads because they look scary. The real reason is much smarter. Imagine pushing your head deep inside a dead animal. Feathers would quickly become soaked with blood bacteria and decaying tissue. That would be the perfect place for dangerous germs to grow. Instead, vultures evolved almost featherless heads. After feeding sunlight and fresh air, help kill many remaining microbes. It's nature's version of staying clean. What looks disturbing is actually one of evolution's smartest survival tricks. 4. They can strip a carcass shockingly fast. Here's something few people realize. A single vulture may not seem very intimidating, but a flock? That's a different story. When dozens of vultures gather around one carcass, they work with incredible speed. Within a surprisingly short time, most of the soft tissue can disappear. To anyone arriving later, it might seem as though the animal simply vanished. This rapid cleanup prevents dangerous bacteria from spreading and removes food before it attracts even more pests. Nature wastes almost nothing, and vultures make sure of it. 3. Without vultures, deadly diseases could spread everywhere. Now imagine a world without vultures. Dead animals would remain on the ground much longer. As carcasses pile up, rats, stray dogs, and insects become more common. Unlike vultures, many of these animals can spread diseases directly to humans and livestock. Scientists have found that when vulture populations decline, the risk of disease outbreaks can increase dramatically. In other words, these birds aren't just cleaning nature, they're quietly protecting us too. It's strange to think that one of the world's creepiest-looking birds is also one of its most important guardians. 2. Some vultures cover their own legs in waste. This might be the strangest fact of them all. Some vultures actually urinate and defecate on their own legs. As disgusting as it sounds, they do it on purpose. Scientists call this behavior urohydrosis. Why would they do that? First, as the liquid evaporates, it cools their body during hot days, almost like a natural air conditioner. Second, the waste contains compounds that may help reduce bacteria picked up while standing on carcasses. So what looks like a filthy habit is actually a clever survival strategy. Nature doesn't care about appearances. It only cares about what works. 1. They are silent witnesses of death, but heroes of life. Here's the biggest surprise. People often see vultures as symbols of death. But without them, life itself would become much more dangerous. Every day, vultures remove countless dead animals before they become breeding grounds for deadly bacteria and disease. Without these birds, ecosystems would be dirtier, disease would spread faster, and many other animals, including humans, would face greater health risks. They don't hunt for glory. They don't roar like lions. They don't inspire fear like sharks. Instead, they quietly perform one of the most important jobs in nature. The birds that many people fear may actually be some of Earth's greatest protectors. Sometimes the true heroes aren't the beautiful ones. They're the ones willing to do the jobs that nobody else can. Vultures may look terrifying, but now you know the truth. Behind their frightening appearance lies one of nature's most important survival systems. Without them, our world would be a far more dangerous place. Which fact surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more incredible animal facts from around the world. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next adventure.